Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing well today. I know it is my day off, but I got this a little bit ago and I finally got back home, so we're gonna have a little bit of a stream here for a little bit. Should have set up some time to make some tea, but I'll be fine. Alright, I'll wait for people to kind of get in here. One thing I may end up doing very fast is heading over here to YouTube. And let's go copy link address. There we go. There we go. There you go here. Boom, there you go. Hey Ahmed, let's see. Let's see what's going on right here. Oh, yeah, that's already gonna be fast right there. Hey Ahmed, hey Mike, we mooning, bro, finally? So far so good. I'm hoping we are. We have the momentum for it right now. We have the volume for it. And, you know, I'm pretty happy where everything is. I'll tell this over as more people kind of get in here, Ahmed. But right now, Dogecoin is curling perfectly. Ethereum is still grinding up here for all-time highs again. I've been talking about Ethereum for a while here, but my price target of 5,000 is so close to becoming true. I just for pride reasons, I want it to to come true at this point. Matic is still grinding. I think it's due for a little bit more of a pop. I've still been enjoying trading this, but right now I have a lot of my money. Not a lot of it, but I put some of that money back into XRP from Sheeb, and so far, let me go. Yeah, let me go to the daily chart. Here you go. It is breaking out, drop back down. I'm hoping this pop will guide it back up to 150 here pretty soon, especially if Bitcoin's able to hold. BitTorrent's still grinding up here. Nice breakout, whatever. It's still grinding. The big thing for BitTorrent and some of these other coins going forward is they're still continuing to grind up here. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Ethereum Classic, still, this thing is just still not doing anything. I'm still buying this. I'm gonna start accumulating a little bit more of this. Maybe just a little bit more here. This is due for a pop. Ethereum Classic is definitely due for a pop here. XLM, boom, there we go. It's getting ready for a smaller breakout. Of course, the big breakout we're looking for is this pop over 43 cents, and I think it's going to go there. Litecoin, still grinding after its multiple breakouts. I like it overall, still grinding. EOS is actually getting ready to break out here. Hasn't broken out in a good, I don't know, a couple weeks or so. So I'm pretty happy for this one as well. STMX is down a little bit though. This is something that was interesting as I watched BitTorrent. Usually these two stay in line. So I'm going to be watching this one pretty closely. I'm thinking of adding a little bit more to STMX going forward. Still curling back down. It's different than Bitcoin. We all know that. It's been having its own little move here. Besides that, I still like it. FTM still grinding up here. Sheeb. Yeah, we've talked about Sheeb for a while. You guys know I'm not in Sheeb anymore, but well, right now it doesn't look any good. But if you wanted to buy some, you'd be buying it off of this 20-day moving average. That's the play here. Otherwise, you're waiting for a breakout, which could take maybe a few more days, possibly a week or so. BSV, we talked about this a little bit ago as well. This one's doing okay. I haven't really bought back into this. If it pops above the 200, that's why I'll take a little nibble of it. DOT still grinding. Link still grinding. And Luna coming up here a little more. All right. So we are seeing some nice moves right now. But the big thing for Bitcoin is, let me put this back on the day chart. There we go. I know since I dragged that down, it's not going to be where I wanted it anymore, but let's see. That'll do fine for now. Whoa. Don't disappear, fibs. There we go. So we're going to test out this this new high as well. We still have this cover down here for the fibs, but so far it's looking pretty darn good if you ask me. Hopefully we can draw a new fib line here in the next couple days. But overall, this is what we had. This is why, guys, I told you guys on Friday, because I know I was taking the weekend off. I was like, I'm okay, I'm happy as long as we didn't break below this blue line right here, the 57,809. I thought we were fine. And oh, sorry, I moved my camera around a little bit. So far, we're looking just fine. I'll put this on the 15 for now. Let's go Doge on the 15 as well, and then we'll talk about any other coins you guys want to look at as well. Hey, Mr. Aroma. Hey, Monica, hello, Mike. Green Day to all. So far, it's a good way to start the evening. I was about to watch, while I was waiting for the new episode of Succession to come on HBO Max, and I was about to crash for the night. And even though it's like 6 o'clock, I'm taking my sister to school tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm tired. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Alex, Thoughts on Engine? I have not heard of it before. Let me take a quick peek for you. Okay, well, everything else is doing okay. This thing is not. So that's because it's pumped up the last few days. I mean, this thing is breaking down below its trend line. If you can imagine a line going from the bottom here to here, kind of across these, every trough or low you see, it's breaking down below that line. So I would say there's probably a good selling point right here if you bought down below. Yeah, I'd be careful holding on for much longer on this one. Unless you're hoping for a breakout that happens in the next few days or weeks, possibly. That could happen, but, you know, why hold it? Why hold it when you know it's probably going to go down? There you go. Long-term hold, you can keep on long-term holding that one, though. Hey, Ghost Rider, smash the like button. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much, Ghost Rider. And if you guys can, please consider liking the channel. This is my day off. I just saw the pump, and I was like, okay, well, I'll happily kind of hop on YouTube for this one. Hey, Cassandra, and hey, Brandon. Hope you guys are having good evenings or mornings, wherever you guys are. Hey, Rizzo, you are not worried about that video of the 3 billionaires holding Solana that may sell? Sound a little more sketch, and they hold a lot? Not too much. I'm not holding a lot of money in Sol. I bought a while ago. It's become good money. I've been scaling out as it goes up. You know, no matter what happens, I take profit off of it. Even if Sol went down to 0, like what we just saw with the, what do you call that, Squid Game coin, whatever it was, I'd still make a profit off of Sol, just how I've been scaling out of it. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, new season of Dexter tonight? I know. I'm going to start to watch that tomorrow. Tonight's going to be Succession. I told you guys my grandparents went on vacation, so they didn't tell me they were going on vacation until like the day before they left. So I didn't know I had to drive my sister to school every day. And so because of that, like my whole morning schedule is kind of like, it's kind of blown up in my face. But so I'm trying to go to bed a little bit earlier and make sure like I'm like coherent enough to drive and all that stuff. Normally when I wake up in the morning to stream, I can make some time to get some tea and stuff like that. I don't have time for that because I got to start driving, or as soon as I wake up, then pick up my sister, then drop her off at school, then take my dog to a park to go to the bathroom, then come back home. So it's a process. But I am excited to see how they're doing the new season of Dexter here. I'm hoping, I really am hoping, they can, you know, it's not like too different. It's something good, maybe new a little bit, but overall, it's still just as good as the old Dexter. Let's see. Hey, Ghost, you like E and J just waiting for it to come down? That's probably the best way to go. Let's see. Hey, like Jay, how much do you think Sol will hit the most? Oh, I have no idea as far as the high for Sol. I'm just letting it ride at this point. Since it's going to new all-time highs, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I'd be waiting for maybe one more big pump until it like starts to fall down a little bit harder. Hey, Ninja, happy to see you back, my man. Squid made a second run, LOL, how or why? Oh, somebody's trying to pump it up to get more attention to it. It could just be one of the whales trying to pump it up. You never know, but once you see something like that happen, I tend not to want to like hop back in that. Although there's always people that want to have, you know, that have some money to throw back into that type of stuff. But I never bought into the Squid Game coin, so usually like a meme coin, sure, you can have some fun with it. A meme coin based off of a show, that's where you're getting more into that really dangerous territory where you just don't have like $50 max at it and seeing where it goes. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, you lost $50. You know, right? Hey, Taco, 65K. So far, so good, guy. Yeah, so far, so well. I'm messing up that phrase, but yeah, we're looking pretty darn good right here. Volume's decreasing a little bit, so I'm waiting to see what happens. But the key thing is, we've had our second breakout in a few days. The first breakout that we had with Bitcoin here was something more like this. Well, I guess we were dropping off that line, weren't we? That pop right there. Here's a second one off of this contact point there, breakout. So it's still bullish. So I'm still pretty happy with where Bitcoin's going. I've been waiting for this volatility for a while, though. Back over to 15. What's the 5 look like here? Go back to 5s here. Watch these things go right there. Hey, Mr. Roma, do I have any options plays in mind for this week? Not right now. What I'm doing is, this is what I actually spent part of my day doing today. So you guys know that I have to take my sister to school this week and possibly next week. So my option stream idea is kind of in a weird spot because I'm going to do it, but it's only going to be, it's not going to be during the morning times, which I kind of would prefer to do it. So what I'm doing for the options videos is the options video will be Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. for now. And then later on, if the option stream gets some viewers or it's just kind of a nice atmosphere, I'll continue doing them. But tomorrow's options live stream will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Then from there, we're going to go over options, whatever, my options, your options, whatever I see in real time, going over the option flow data. And then I have this, I made this new, I don't know what you want to call it, this new spreadsheet. So as we find stuff we want to look at, you guys will be able to see this spreadsheet here, and we'll update it day by day or Mondays and Fridays, whatnot. And if I have time, we might do an option stream on a Wednesday where we kind of go over what's going on, right? But I'll have to wait and see. But we'll be doing the ticker, the date open, call, put, investment. I gotta put initial investment here. I just don't want to it stretches out too much. So that'd be like how much money you personally put down or we put down as a community, whatever you want to say. Opening price, closing price, reasoning, profit loss. I can probably take apart these stock plays right here, but I wasn't entirely sure if we were going to do stocks or options, but now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm pretty sure I don't want to do stocks, just options. You guys can buy the stocks as well. Stocks are probably safer, but options are going to make you much more money. The reasoning, we'll talk about that later on, and then the profit loss at the end of the day. And then if it's green, I can always just highlight these, I don't know, different colors or whatnot. We like to go to these, something like this, right? We'll do a profit loss. If it's red, we'll do the red. Although I'd probably say a less bright red. You want to do something more neutral, like that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. So if you guys do want to see the type of options plays I find out or you guys find out, usually it's kind of usually I find my own options plays, but if you guys tell me something I like, I just kind of hop on board because it's money, right? So that's what I'll be doing over the next few days. So that'd be sweet. Hey, Secretfish. Hey, thank you so much, Secretfish. I'm for real, dude. Very, very much. I really do appreciate this a lot. Sorry, my brain is kind of on autopilot right now. It's my day off and I was about to go to sleep, but it makes me feel bad because it's 6 o'clock at night and I wanted to go to sleep, but I was ooh, Bitcoin's going up. I was on the toilet and I was ooh, okay, I should stream this. So thank you very, very much, Secret. Hope you made some good money here today. I've been waiting for this volatility. It's been taking freaking way too long, but hey, the second breakout was the one, so I'm happy to see this go through right now. Let's see. Hey, Anthony, it's going well. Thank you so much. Hey, Alex, thoughts on VeChain? I like it as a long-term hold, but I haven't been doing much trading on it, at least recently. Hey, Rowan. Happy to see you back, man. Hello, Doge Army. You got one of the nice, badges right there. There's only a few of you guys that have badges that are that color. I think it's orange, but sometimes my eyes deceive me, so. Let's see. Hey, Rosa. Well, guys, for this option stream this week, I'm pretty excited for it. I know I'm pretty out of it right now, or you guys might not know that, but I'm tired. But what do you call? For real, I'm really excited about these options videos because a lot of you guys have been asking me about options every now and again, but it's always been kind of not an annoyance to answer you guys' questions on them. It's just been more confusing for me because I have to try to figure out if you're talking about a stock or an option. Or a stock and options or crypto. And so now if I have a stream dedicated purely to options, it won't be just looking at charts like this. We'll be going over a lot more of the this is something we're going to be looking at. What's the economic news? We'll be looking at how this economic news goes into different stocks and whatnot. That's how I got the CVS plays and whatnot, right? So we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of different stuff. It's not going to be just charts and me talking. It'll be more of a jamming out to music. And then I'll be looking at stuff and, kind of the same vibe, but more research oriented rather than just looking at charts and kind of going over so many charts. We'll be doing a deep dive into each particular stock or option that we're looking for. And then I'll also be pulling up the options data so we can see the prices and whatnot. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. What I'm thinking of doing is I might open an E-Trade account or something like that, and maybe I'll just have some play money in there, which we can all, like, I'll just do like all these trades with you guys. I'm going to try to figure it out. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for all these options going to work out. Hey, and thank you again, Ticketfish. Thank you very, very, very much, my man. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Much love to you all. Dude, it's a chill night. It's a chill night. And, oh yeah, guys. And so far, the one play I was talking about last week, or one of many, I guess, the XRP play, I think this is still good right here. So I bought a lot, well, not a lot. I bought a medium-sized amount right here on this breakout. I didn't sell it, but I've been kind of buying this up for a while now. Since about, it's not here, but more about here. And I've had it some from like way down here these days. But yeah, so I'm still hoping for a nice run at XRP over the next few days as well. It's at 125. We'll see where it goes from here, but I'm hopeful. Let's see right over here. There we go. Hey, Braden, I sold a little mana at 475 for sold dot and VeChain. Typically, I don't swap coins. You just never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, most of the time it works out, especially when, you know, everything's on the, at least some things are kind of popping right now. There are a few things that are down right now, like Sol's down a little bit, on a little bit of a dip. STMX is down, and Luna's down, and Sheeb is down. I'm hoping Sheeb can get back on track. I know there's a lot of people that have invested a lot of money in it. I told you guys when I was selling out of it, but I'm still hoping there's a little bit more room for it to go up. At least those people can recoup their losses, so they're not becoming bag holders. I have that feeling that pretty soon, like people in Sheeb are starting to realize they're a bag holder, but they don't want to admit it yet, so they're not going to cut loose on it just yet, or they're going to make that transition into long-term holders. Either one will work, but you just got to be careful when it's this high. Hey, Taco, cheers. Drinking that 35K bottle. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you're talking to Secret. Yeah, I don't have a 35K. I do have some Maker's Mark I can drink right now, though. That'd be a nice little way to end the night for a good day of Bitcoin. Okay. Luckily, I have my whiskey glass or my bourbon glass right here, so we should be good. Hey, Heaton, happy to see you back. I know, oh no, Heaton, you messaged me on Discord. That's what I was like. I thought I just talked to you a little bit ago. There we go. Boom. There we go. Hey, Tony, Michael, do you think Tesla will dump 5 to 10% tomorrow? You know, I expect there to be some volatility for Tesla, but I'm not entirely sure which way it's going to go. I don't... Tesla's due for a little bit of a drop, but I have no idea, to be honest, if it's going to be like dropping down off of what Elon Musk has been tweeting. I think he just realizes the price has gone up too much, and he's just trying to figure it out. Let's see. Hey, Taco McCallahan. No, I got Maker's Mark. I think I had McCallahan a few different times here. Usually, I've only had McCallahan when somebody else is buying, because that is like too heavy of a price for me to want to like buy it. I think the first time was at my friend's graduation party. He had graduated from West Point, and his dad had a bottle of it, and he was just showing it off like it was gold. So yeah, it's really good stuff. Let's see what's going on right here, guys. There we go. So I got a little bit right here. I'll drink it in a few seconds. I got to build up the courage. Funny enough, as soon as I started talking in this rapid motion, because I haven't talked all day, at all, haven't talked, my throat immediately starts to hurt. I need to talk every day, or else my streaming career is over. Ooh, there we go. Hey, Steve. Extremely interesting to watch that site. Which one? Let's see. Can you check out Elon Doge Mars on the charts? I don't think it's gonna... It might be too new here, but let me just give it a check. You never know. Yeah, it's too new for TradingView just now. The best way you're gonna have to find it is right here. There's Elon Doge, but not Elon Doge Mars. So it's not even on CoinMarketCap just yet. So yeah, I can't do it on the charts just yet. What I would say is, if you want to get into any of these meme coins, you know, personally, I wouldn't put more than $50 on it, but you know how overly conservative I can be when it comes to investing in some of those coins. I would say just don't put more than like a couple $100 behind it. and then just let it play out. And if it is on a decent momentum and it hasn't, like the market cap is still somewhat decent, like under 400, under 300 million, feel free to kind of dump some money there and just let's see what happens. But for me, whenever you guys buy those types of coins, it's like a straight roulette play right there. So that's what I'm gonna say on those ones. Come on, boy, stop biting my shoes. Come on. What are you doing, boy? There you go. There you go. My dog wants to play now that I'm talking a bunch. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, Elon needs that money. He is almost broke. I know they said, didn't they say, hey, dude, don't bite my, he's trying to bite my shoe, but he's biting my sock instead. I'm pretty, bro, be careful. No, he just wants to play. All right. I'm pretty sure Elon's brother, oops, I misspelled Tesla. Elon's brother just sold some Tesla here a couple days ago. Yeah, Musk Kimball, right here. He had options, and then he sold off about $108 million worth of Tesla. Now's the time to do it. He timed it pretty well. The director, Robin, she did a good job on it as well. But I have to say, I'm like, let's see. Yeah, Elon's, I don't know exactly who he is compared to Elon, but what do you call it? I think it's Elon's brother. I'm not entirely sure. But he picked a really good day to sell. So right now, Tesla's kind of teetering. We'll see if it's just going to take a dip and another rip, or if it's going to calm back down maybe to 1,100 or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. We'll talk about it tomorrow, though, for sure. Especially when it's like once we see what actually the market opens up at. Because I won't be able to stream until 10 o'clock because of all the stuff I do with my sister and whatnot for driving her to school. So that means 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. That's going to be like 4 or 5 hours into the market. So we'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on. And you guys will obviously be able to see what's happening. I normally don't make too many trades in the early morning hours of trading anyway. I usually make all of mine towards the end of the day. I usually exit sometime between the morning and like halfway point of the day. But as far as entry, I normally like to enter into the options place towards the end of the day. Just because usually I like to only play breakouts. I know a lot of you guys like to do breakouts, fib levels, support levels, like bounce plays and whatnot. I particularly like to do breakouts and breakdowns. That's mostly how I like to trade. Let's see. Hey, E-Trev, nice to see you back, man. Hey, Rizzo, no ice or Coke, just straight up? I do have some ice. Earlier, I actually did have... So I have ice in my fridge, right? But I also have this ice machine that I turned on today because I haven't turned it on for like a month or something. And it made out these beautiful ice cubes. I never turn it on, though. You know how you just buy stuff on a web and you just don't know what to do with it, but you just buy it? I do that every now and again, and that was one of those purchases. Let's see. Is my messages appearing? v3.eg.trade. That's the site showing Bitcoin spot futures and liquidations real time from all exchanges. Oh, okay. You were talking about something else. Okay, sorry. Hold on a second here. Hold on here. Dude, bro, you gotta calm down, my man. Oh, Jesus, did I do? Okay, hold on. I meant to do paste instead. Oh, maybe I don't have the right information for this, or I just kind of wasn't supposed to do it like this. One of the things I am going to do, look at for you guys here, is the crypto bubbles. I forget exactly what they're called. I kind of want to have a stream that just runs off of this stuff, so you can see what's happening over the last day or so, so you guys can see what momentum is happening. So you guys know you guys can trade the KuCoin, CTC, HNT, STX, XRP, LRC. Usually if you find these, you see what's moving around on this page, you can usually, not all the time, but usually you can find a little bit of a breakout happening. So that's why I like to use it. And then, of course, you can do all this type of stuff as well. But yeah, so I may actually have a stream that just has this pretty soon. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Wojak. Hey, Low Roller Scorcher. Am I going to buy Shiba Inu again? Nah. I mean, maybe if it crashes back down a large amount, like over 50% where it is now, then maybe I'd buy some more. But sheep for me was just you buy when it's low, you sell when it's high. Like buy when it's really, really low, which it was, and you sell when it got really, really high, which it was. So again, so if I'm looking at sheep right now, let's see. So let me get rid of some of these other breakout opportunities that we had. Okay. So you guys remember I bought sheep down here and I sold it up here with a little bit of guidance from Secret. At least on the selling part. But right now, you know, I had a great return. Great, fantastic return. I sold 80% up here and I sold like the last 20% down here. So that's where I am. I thought about getting back into it a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I just made too much money on it. There's no reason for me to risk losing it, especially when the closest trend line that I have for Dogecoin, for Shiba right now is this one. And there's also one that goes from, if I can stretch this out enough. I'm like, this is just such an ugly one because it did pump up so fast. Something more like, put some magnets on this one. There we go. This is the next opportunity. You want to be buying sheep somewhere around here about, let me just say 4660-ish levels. Somewhere around there you can start to buy sheep back up. I wouldn't trust the 20 to hold this time. It held once, but that was because of this larger drop. I think this sheep may be taking another dump here pretty soon. Then it may try to bounce off of this. That might be your saving grace for sheep right here. If I'm not going to take a position into it, but if you guys wanted to buy into sheep, it would be right there. Otherwise, if it falls down below that, again, then your next opportunity is like down here, but then there's like also the 50-day moving average and whatnot. But this is just not worth my time at the moment. If you guys wanted to, also another way right there is this one, this breakout opportunity there. So I can see it fall down even more today, tomorrow. Then maybe have a bounce off the next few days. You know, it's worth adding to your watch list if you guys wanted to do a little bit of day trading on it, especially with leverage. That'd be fantastic. But as far as just buying and holding, you know, and going to sleep on with it, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable with this one right now. Back here. What else do we got here? And XRP's managing to hold up pretty nicely too. I'm really hoping XRP can have a nice couple days here. I've been waiting for this to break out for a while. I had one breakout, got knocked down because of Bitcoin, and now it's recovering quite well. I mean, if you guys would have bought this on the dip, not even all the way down here, but just somewhere around here, that's still about an 8% pop right there. With leverage, of course, a little bit more, but I know not everybody trades with leverage on the page. There we go. We can leave XRP right here as well. Let's see. Hey, eTrev. Hey, Mike. Sorry I missed it. What is your analysis for Doge and Bitcoin this week? So far for Dogecoin, still the same as it was the last few days. It's going to continue to keep on grinding. I'm enjoying it, bouncing between the 24-cent level and the 30-cent level. I think it's going to stay somewhere in there, possibly even go back up above 30 cents. But for now, I'm just letting it ride along. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, we did have a nice breakout here. I predict it's going to test out $67,000 again, unless whales come in here to snatch it back down. But we're looking pretty good at the moment, so I'm going to ride with that. I think we're going to test out $67,000 again. Whether we end up doing a double top or we end up breaking out, we'll have to wait to see what happens at that time. But you guys know I'll be live when we test that out. It's too good to not watch. Let's see. Hey, Ryan, it's my Windows 98 screensaver, but with live crypto prizes. Exactly, Ryan, exactly. I love looking at this. Now, I don't actually use it too much for trading, but every now and again I take a look at it. It's like, oh, so what's moving up today? Like, what's an okay thing to talk about? You know, XRP, HNT has been talked about a lot over the past few weeks. It's just been booming. You know, you can see what's happening here. I mean, you can see a lot of the same stuff on CryptoMarketCap.com, but this bubbles thing is just so nice to see. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just nice to see what's happening. And people can go by day. Sometimes you can even go by hour. So by hour, ICP is having a good hour. I mean, mostly because we just saw the Bitcoin stuff, right? KDA is something you guys might want to look at. Anything else really? I usually go by a certain amount, like usually 2-3% up in that for an hour's time. So not much here. But I like what I'm seeing. So I'm hoping that a lot of this stuff will keep on rallying here, especially KDA. Like, what's KDA doing right now? Oh, this thing's been booming for the last few days, so this is nothing. So I know I don't even want to buy this right now. Let me see, 4 hour. 1 hour. Yeah, it is up a little bit, but overall, nah. As far as shorting though, this is still a good play. It's just not for buying, not for buying just yet. There we go. Watch that grind right there. And what? We're less than $2,000 away from all-time highs. Bitcoin's looking pretty darn good, especially as this Monday rolls in here. Hey Tony, what's that site with the crypto bubbles? Let me see. There we go. I'll copy it for you. It's just called cryptobubbles.net. Right here. Yo, Doug, what are you doing? What are you putting that? Stop. There we go. I just posted it down below in the comments section, or yeah. So you should. It's cryptobubbles.net. It's worth adding to the bookmark. I don't use it too often, but sometimes it's just nice to look at, see what's going on, especially when there's volatility in the market, which there's a good amount right now. Let's see. Ooh. There we are. Take a peek here. Okay, perfect. Alright guys, but one more time and then I'll answer some more of you guys' questions. I'm going to go to the daily chart here. We're just going to go through a list of what's going on with a lot of these other coins. Dogecoin still grinding. It has not broken below this trend line. That's really the only thing that would concern me about Dogecoin right now, is just breaking down here. But again, we're waiting. We have another, I guess we already broke out of this one. That led to a nice gain there. But another opportunity for a breakout here for Dogecoin is coming up. Sometime this week. I would say probably closer to the end of the week, but still so far looking pretty good. I'm waiting to see what happens if it can hold above the 200 daily moving average. Ethereum. This is Ethereum's. Let me see if I can extend this a little bit. Or actually, I'm going to extend this. Just imagine this line going out a little bit further. Turn another arm a little bit. There you go. Ethereum is still grinding up here pretty nice. My price target for Ethereum is about $5,000. We're about 300 away from that now. The key point of buying would have been right here on this breakout, or there was another breakout right here that we talked about. Although, there we go. That might have been kind of hard, especially after that big boom right there. But so far, it's been Ethereum's been doing perfect. Matic broke down, bouncing off the 20. I like what I see. I haven't bought any more of it, but I'm hoping I can do a little bit of a day trade off of it. I'm waiting for this to get a little more volume, which I think will happen sometime in the next 24 hours. ADA is still grinding here. I'm still taking a little bit small positions into this one. I guess I haven't taken some in the last few days, but I still have what more of a medium-sized position for ADA. I'm hoping for a swing here, using this 200 as the bottom level. So, and also my stop loss. So, if ADA is able to keep on curling up, I'm pretty excited to see where ADA can go. I'm hoping before the end of the month, we're back above $3.10 for another all-time high for ADA. XRP, we just talked about that one breaking out here, doing fine. BitTorrent still grinding. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of Dogecoin, except for it's had some crazier pops on the reversal here. But overall, still doing well and still holding the trend line. It barely, like it came back down below, but then it closed down below this trend line, which is good. Oh, that's a bone. Okay. And then yeah, there's not much else going on with all these other coins here. I mean, they're all just doing their own thing. The one thing I have been loading up on, guys, is Ethereum Classic. Or not like more of a medium-sized position, but this thing is due for a move. This thing is, this thing's been due for a move here. Whether it's altcoin season or not, this thing is due for a move, and $55 is still a really good price to be buying in right now. It's only, yeah, it's 70% away from where it was at the lows during this, last crash we had. Meanwhile, you see stuff like Ethereum from the low. It's up 174%. Matic, it's up 160%. Ethereum Classic still has a long way to go. Even BitTorrent is what is this back up here? BitTorrent's up 126%. Hey boy, I know you're there. Let's see. Here, I'll scratch your head. There you go. Let's see. Oh, don't put your claws on me. Ow. My dog has the sharpest claws in the world. Hey, don't bite either. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think he just wants to play. He's getting all feisty. Oh, dude, hold on. There you go. Just want some neck rubs. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Tony. Dude, relax. He's trying to headbutt and stuff, but he's hit his head on the desk and said I don't want him to hit his head on the top of the desk. Hey, stop biting me. Let's see. Hey, Ghost. Yeah, I can keep a Discord link. How do I? Yeah, let me see if I can put the Discord link on here. Hold on a second. Invite people. And invite link. Yeah. For some reason, even though I set it to never expires, it always expires for some reason. Generate a new link. Copied. There we go. Exit. And then what I'll do for you, Ghost, is I will... Boom. Discord link. There we go. Save. So if you guys do want to join the Discord, it should be down below. It hasn't been too active since the last Bitcoin drop, but maybe during this altcoin season it'll kind of pick up again. Let's see. Also, I have no idea how to run a Discord channel, so that was also something that was hard at the beginning of all this. But there you go, Ghost. Let's see. Hey, Steve, have you looked into metaverse-related crypto? It's metaverse coins like Sand Pump due to Facebook, and these coins are expected to pump a lot more. I haven't looked at any specific coins. It's on my watch list for this week, because a lot of you guys were talking about it last week. I'm going to buy some with low market caps. My goal is to just buy about $50 to $100 worth of them, as many as I can find, or not as many as I can find, but a decent amount, and I'm just going to hold on to them. The market cap is going to be under $100 million, so nothing above that. Those ones may pump, but I want something that's very, very cheap right now. Dude, stop biting stuff. You're not supposed to be eating crap on the ground. Let's see. Ethereum's about to try to break out of all-time highs. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure Ethereum already has broken out to all-time highs, hasn't it? Let me see. Yeah, this thing is still grinding up right now. This is at all-time highs right here. I mean, maybe not exactly, but, I mean, Ethereum is pumping right now. We can watch it if you guys want to. There you go. It's due for a little bit of a move here. Hopefully it's able to pop off. It's pretty much just waiting for Bitcoin at the moment. Hey, Taco. Hi, Loki. Loki's usually a good dog. Right now, he's just not being a good dog at all. I don't know what's up with him. I think he's just kind of mad that I'm not playing with him. Like, he's right between my legs right now, just, looking at me like, what the heck, dude? And he's just, not having it. So, hopefully some belly rubs will fix him. Ow, 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 ow. He has the sharpest claws, and he keeps on putting them on my legs. Dude, stop biting. You know biting is not good. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, I just keep stacking ADA when everybody starts doubting. That's when I buy. No, ADA is a good play right now. I have to agree with you on that one. I'm waiting for a boom for ADA. Let's see. I think most people are going to hop on ADA, if you look at the 4, when it gets above the 200, and on the daily, when it gets above the 50. When it gets above the 50, give it a few days here. That's when I think people are going to start loading up more on ADA. But we'll have to be patient. Dude, you're not allowed to bite. What's the matter with you, dude? Come on. If he doesn't behave, I'm going to put him in the kennel. He's really trying to bite. I think he's having a teething fit or whatever you want to call it. There we go. Which one? Just looking at XRP. There we go. Yeah, boom. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, I mean the new all-time high. Oh, no worries. Let's see. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, let's see. Hey, Wojak, any stocks involving infrastructure I'm looking at? Not really. So, as far as this infrastructure thing has been playing out, most of the money has kind of been, the market knew this was coming, so they kind of pumped in a lot of money there already. I'm waiting to see if tomorrow the infrastructure stocks actually, they pump or they just start dropping, because buy the rumors, sell the news type of thing. The news is it finally happened. They finally signed the infrastructure bill. But man, it was just such a long drawn out process. I'm not entirely sure to see what's gonna happen here for it. So I'll be paying attention to these infrastructure stocks for sure. But right now, as far as options, probably not. As far as stock plays, probably there's gonna be some good things in there. I'll be paying attention to it starting tomorrow. I kind of got tired of waiting for them to pass that up for a while. If we go over here to groups, yeah. See, energy. Energy's been good. Consumer cyclical, technology, industries. We can always check out industrials. American Airlines, yeah. Building equipment. This may be something A and on. But yeah. Maybe ABM. That would be interesting right there. Yeah, but I'm going to wait to see how it affects the market. It's more of how the inflation is going to affect the market, which I'm concerned about. All this money being pumped in there, it's not going to be good for the overall economy. I think we're going to start overheating. We'll wait to see what happens. Dude, you're about to go in your kennel. But yeah, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. There should be some inflation numbers coming out this week, I believe, so I'll keep an eye on those ones. But luckily, guys, the one good thing I have noticed as of late is oil prices. Oh, well, they were going down. I think there's... Okay, well, I thought they were taking a little bit of a dip in the last few days. They have not, so... What good news I had about oil, maybe it's not so... Oh, wait, no, this is the daily chart. Here we go. No, it is still coming back up. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm hoping oil can come back down a little bit here. There we go. Boom, there we are. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, agreed. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm a big fan of ADA right now. Let's see. Hey, Loyal Scratcher, can I put Bitcoin SV ticker? Not really, just because I don't want to get stuff cluttered in here. I don't like to have a lot of streams and whatnot, a lot of tickers on here. I just like a few. Sometimes I move some in and sometimes out, but I normally don't try to fill them up all the way. Let's see. Hey, Ghost Rider, would you look at some call options for what? If you're talking about for the industrial plays or for the for this new bill that was passed, yeah, I'd be looking for some calls for them, but I want to see how the market reacts for it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, though, at 10 o'clock at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I will be doing like a one and a half hours to 2 hour stream talking only about options plays. And then, of course, in the evening, we'll also be having another a crypto stream there. So don't feel like I'm not talking about crypto, but the morning stream is just going to be about options tomorrow. So we can plan out what looks good, what's breaking out, what the news is, all that good stuff, and then we can move forward from there. It's going to take a little bit of work though. It's going to be a little bit more boring than you guys are used to, but I'm hoping the profits will make up for that boredom. Let's see. Hey Chino, new subscriber AD Aromatic. If you're looking for something to day trade with some volatility, I usually tell people Matic. If you're looking to just pump some money into something and hold it for a couple weeks, I'd say something more along the lines of ADA. But, I mean, they're both good plays for me. But if you buy Matic, I'd probably sell off the pop, and while ADA, I'd probably let it ride and keep on going up. Hey, not much on actual infrastructure, though. Yeah, it's really weird. Probably what I'm going to try to do tomorrow is also, this is not so much with you guys, but something for me because I want to actually understand. I want to be able to read certain parts of the bill to see where this money is going, because I do know a lot of the infrastructure bill really isn't infrastructure. And so although they tout it as like a lot of highways, airports and stuff like that, I know a lot of the money isn't really going to that. Most of it's going to all these other programs. But even though the government's dishonest, which, come on now, it's always going to be dishonest. The one thing we can find out is if we read the bill, or if I read the bill, do some really grunt work on it, I can see which sectors this money is bound to go into. And I know hedge funds have the same people in there, but I might be able to get a little bit of an idea of like, hey, I actually put some money here, put some money here, put some money here. And on the flip side, what I'll be looking at as well is I'll be looking at the option flow data, so I can see what the hedge funds are, where they're putting the money. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to put my dog in his kennel because he's chewing up everything and he's not behaving at all. So I will be right back, guys. Enjoy this lovely Korean city beats, and I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. That was pretty fast, though. He just walked in there and I gave him a couple treats, and he's pretty chill. Alright. Let's see. Hey, Laurel, scratch your Tesla stock. You think the Tesla stock is going to tank tomorrow due to Elon selling his stock tomorrow? Oh, did he say he was actually going to sell all of his stock? I thought he just tweeted about, like, just as a joke, but it'll be interesting to see if he does. I doubt he would sell all of his Tesla, though. Let's see. Hey, Jack, Doge Cake Moon looking like a 10x, 10,000x. I cannot confirm that, my man. I cannot confirm that. Should I buy Shiba now or later? I'd probably say probably later, since it looks like it still wants to go down. If there's a few different trend lines you should look at as far as Shiba is concerned. Hey, Steve. Don't expect Elon to sell soon, as he doesn't need the money until next year to exercise his options. Yeah, that's what. I mean, I think Elon has everything fine. I don't think he's going to deliberately try to tank the price of Bitcoin. So I think he'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Ethereum. Let me see. Let me put it up right here. Which one is Ethereum? Boom. There we go. Yep, nice and fixed. Thanks, man, for letting me know. Let's see. Hey, Steve. He only asked whether he should sell. He didn't say when, but he did say he'd need money to pay tax on the exercising the options next year. Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I didn't. My point was I thought he didn't say he was selling. I thought he just asked a question. So that is right. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Corn. Hey, Mike. Good day. Do you think Ethereum will go down for a bit? I need a good entry for Ethereum. Ooh, I mean, right now it's still kind of grinding up pretty nicely. Let me check out Ethereum here. Let me go to the 4 hour. I think it may, but I'd wait for the next breakout opportunity for Ethereum. Like, for Ethereum, right, we had a breakout right here off of this trend line that popped. We had this breakout here, which is another buying opportunity. We had this breakout right here, which is another breakout, even though it took a little bit of time for it to keep on going up. And right now, there was just another buying opportunity just here at the new all-time highs. So, you're probably going to have to wait a little bit, because usually, like, this is the 4 hour. So, like, every 4 hours, let me go to the day candle here. You can see it'll take you a few days before that opportunity presents itself right now. So, there will be an opportunity, but I don't know if that opportunity is going to be much less than what it is at right now. So, just wait it out, I guess, is the best thing. Unless you wanted to try to buy a little bit late on this breakout if you wanted to right there. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Doge Hatter, how you doing, big dog? Stay golden. Thanks for all I do. Hey, I appreciate it a lot, my man. It's been a pretty okay day. I pretty much did some work for the stream tomorrow. For those of you guys that don't know, tomorrow I am starting a new stream in the morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time where we talk about options plays. Because a lot of you guys have been asking me like how I find like these options plays and whatnot. Where can I make that go larger? Well, like you guys are looking at negative 45%, negative 26%, up 67, up 86. You guys will know how I find these plays. And so we're going to be going over all this type of stuff tomorrow. And if you guys have questions about any types of stocks you guys looking to buy, then I'll be looking to guide you through all that type of stuff. It's going to be a pretty dry stream. It'll be somewhat similar to this, just a little bit more technical, where we're looking at a little bit more news. We're looking at some option flow data to see what the options say. But you guys know normally we kind of rush through everything because there's so many questions and whatnot. During this stream, it's going to be much more relaxed, much more calm. We're going to be going about it at a little bit of a slower pace, just so we make sure that it's worth actually buying and whatnot, right? Let's see. Hey, Wojciech. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it should be a very, very good, very good stream. Oh, geez, hold on a second here. It's just I have too many of these things cluttered up here. Hold on. If I separate them out a little bit, it'll be fine. There we go. My dog's not happy about being in the kennel now, but that's fine. There we go. I think the ticker should be okay. What happens is I have a whole bunch of tickers that look like this, and you're only seeing the small amount. But when I stack them on top of each other over and over and over again, sometimes they freeze like that. But I spread them out a little bit more. There we are. Hey, Kareem the Dream, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you very, very much. Thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Do you think it's 400 is possible? The answer is yes. And right now, I still think it's a good time to be buying Ethereum Classic. Now, don't throw the whole kitchen sink at it. But this thing has not been popping off at all. So let me go over here. Let me go to the day chart. Let me zoom out a little bit. Also, Bitcoin is breaking down a little bit here. So just be aware of that. So we're seeing that since, these lows down here, it really has not gone up that much. Of course, it had a little bit of a spike up here, which was nice. But this thing, to me, is very undervalued. So I think I'm expecting this to at least break back above $60 sometime in the next couple weeks. But I think right now, this $54 range is still a great, great time to be buying in right now. I think it's still a great time to be buying. Because one of the things we just talked about right here was, since these lows down here, it's only gone up about 70%. Okay, 70%. If you look at anything else like XLM, actually, how's XLM doing? Let's see. This is up 86%, which isn't that good. Litecoin, well, let's see. Let's just check out Litecoin. Litecoin's up 90%, so still higher. BitTorrent, let's stretch this bad boy out. This is the low down here. Yeah, up 125%. So everything has pretty much gone up a lot more than Ethereum Classic. So I'm just waiting for Ethereum Classic to have its pump, especially since it's already on so many exchanges. It's not like it's it's hard to acquire. It's on Robinhood, for heaven's sake. So I know it's gonna get bought up here eventually. There we go. Hey, Steve. His poll was if he should sell 10% of his Tesla shares. In other tweets and interviews, he said his options expire August 22nd, so he'll need to sell shares to pay for those options. Oh, yeah, I believe that, yeah. But yeah, he's not, yeah, you're saying the same thing I am. He's not selling his shares right now. He didn't say he's selling the shares right now, yeah. Hey, Gospel Music. You have a bag of XYO. Should you sell? As far as XYO, if it's below your stop loss, you should sell. If it's above your stop loss, you should hold. That's how I usually view when I want to sell or not. So if any of you guys want to know like how I normally trade, it's almost kind of basic when I'm determining if I want to sell or not. I have spreadsheets that look like this. This is the one I have for tomorrow. I'm gonna put this back to white very fast. There you go. But I have stuff like this where it goes from the ticker, the date open, the call put. It'll look a little bit different for crypto, of course. Investment, opening price, closing price. The reason I bought it could be something as simple as a breakout, Bitcoin volatility, heard through the grapevine type of stuff, right? And grapevine just usually means somebody like whales are saying we're going to pump or something like that. And then the profit loss. And then what you could add in here also. Hold on. Right, there you go. You're going to have something in here called stop loss, and so if it falls down below this price, you have to cut your losses and move on. Take the L on the trade and put your money into something else where it can make you more money. You always have to have a stop loss when you trade. If you don't have a stop loss, there's nothing stopping you from becoming a bag holder, and nobody wants to become a bag holder, right? So if it's below that price, then you just automatically sell. Now, I know a lot of exchanges like Robinhood, they don't actually have stop losses for crypto. But if you trade, like if you go down to my description, I have a couple links for as far as exchanges go. Those exchanges both have stop losses. So I'd recommend like trying to maneuver away from some of those more app-based crypto places or exchanges and move to crypto exchanges that have websites that are decent and or good, in fact, right? And they have decent apps. That way you can actually put a stop loss on your position. That way if you're asleep and you have a trade that's open, and if let's say it plummets while you're sleeping, it doesn't matter because in the morning you'll see that you got stopped out. You're going to be bummed, but you're not going to have that consistent stomach pain of knowing you have a bag to deal with. It's a horrible feeling, right? So just make sure you have a spreadsheet that looks like something similar to this. Feel free to pause or come back later. The stream will always be up here, right? and you can copy this here. This is a pretty basic one that I have. You don't have to add like the initial prices or anything like that. Yeah, maybe a little bit here, but it's a pretty basic one. So I would recommend that you copy this down, whether it's in a notebook. You could have it in a little notebook that looks a little bit like this or something like that, right? Sometimes I do them in notebooks. Sometimes I do them on the computers. It's most of the time I do them on computers though, just because it's easier to keep track of. But yeah, so everybody should have some way to stay organized. If you're not organized, you really have no idea how much money you're really losing. You know, most of you guys, at least when you guys are first starting out, you guys start making trades and you have no idea like how much money you're making day by day by day. Webull has a cool little feature where they show you like the little chart that shows you how much money you're making this day versus this day versus this day. But this one's better because it shows you how much you're making per each trade. You can see like then over time you can see, hey, what's the reasoning here? If I like you're going to be able to calculate what plays do you get your best returns on? Are they from simple breakouts? Are they from supports? Are they from moving average bounces? Are they from short squeezes? Whatever, you're going to be able to find out where you get the most of your profit. And then what's going to happen is you're going to see where you get most of your losses. And once you find out where you're losing the most money in your trading style, you're going to start cutting those methods out. So you're only going to be stuck with more profitable methods. Now, you're not going to be winning 100% of the time, but you're going to be cutting off a lot of those losses, which will just help you out so much more. Go. And we'll talk about that type of stuff tomorrow during the morning stream too, well, if somebody asks about it at least. Let's see. Hey Monica, I still hold calls for CHPT. Do you think it might benefit from the infrastructure bill and go up in the next few days? I'm thinking so. Let me see. I don't know if I still have any more CHPT. I'm thinking I do, but I just want to double check here. So yeah, I have a few CHPT. I only have 5 left, but they're up 45%, so they're still looking good. They are November 19th, $25 strike price calls. But as far as CHPT looks, there you go. What you're going to be hoping for, the only reason I sold the most of mine back here is because they ran into the 200. That was my price target. I'm letting a few ride off here. If the market does like the infrastructure bill tomorrow, you're going to see it try to break out above this 200 over like maybe by Tuesday. Sorry with the dog. Yeah, and then that's when you're going to try to boom pop it right up there. So if it does break above the 200, I might add more to my CHPT position. But right now, that's what you're really hoping for, and that's what I'm hoping for. You just kind of have this little time limit thing running up here with the 20-day moving average, though. I don't want to see it fall down below that because that means I'm going to probably exit the rest of my five out here. But these November 19th calls are all the way out here, so we definitely have a few more days before anything crazy happens here or before these calls expire. So, but yeah, I'm still rooting for CHPT. I'm thinking the infrastructure bill should help it out. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Let's see. If Ethereum is pumping, people will start buying cheaper Ethereum, like Ethereum Classic. They can't afford Ethereum. Well, I mean, maybe. Some people just want to buy Ethereum. You don't have to own one Ethereum, right? Ethereum Classic just has a lower market cap. That's why people might buy it. But I mean, it's really up to them. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for all the true and informed knowledge. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I know I'm not the most exciting, as I always tell you guys. I'll stop saying I'm not exciting in about a week or so, something like that. But I do appreciate you guys watching a lot. Hey, Noah, Ethereum Classic is growing ever so slowly. Yeah, I like Ethereum Classic. It's something I'm buying slowly here. And when it pops, I'll be looking at some good profits. Especially because it hasn't popped yet. Everybody's been really patient with that sucker. Hey, Little Cola. Hey, Mike, which exchanges do you recommend for someone who wants to begin working with options? Hope you're well. I'm always going to tell people TD Ameritrade because that's what I personally like. But there is E-Trade. There's also Schwab. Schwab's kind of and then there's Fidelity, which is also pretty good. I recommend TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade is hold on a second, let me find it. They have a platform called Think or Swim, so that's where people trade. Oh, snap. Hold on, what did I do here? There we go, okay. So Thinkorswim trading platform. And so it looks kind of like this. Oh, that's the website. Here's the desktop version. Yeah. So it's pretty nice. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. I pulled it up a few times on the stream. But it has level 2 data for free. It has active trading for free. And active trading just means you click on the block you want to trade and you can make the trade really easily. And there's so many presets in here. There's so many hotkeys in here. It's beautiful. You can see all the live news data, anything crazy happening in the markets. You can see this little box right here represents a TV screen. You can watch the TD Ameritrade live network. It's like their version of CNBC. Or you could just watch CNBC. They have CNBC there as well. So you could watch live financial news as you're looking at stuff during the middle of the day. And there's an educational center in here. There's a whole host of things you can do in here. So I highly recommend TD Ameritrade if you're looking for options. And their app is pretty good as well. When I show you guys pictures and screenshots of my earnings and whatnot, like, let me just click on something random here. Something like this. This is TD Ameritrade. Now, it doesn't look as glamorous as like a Robinhood or a Webull, but man, it doesn't have to. It does the job and it does it very, very well. You can scroll left and right. I can if I could drag left and right, I could, but it's a picture, so I can't. It tells you everything you need to know. Keeps everything very organized. You have positions. You have more tab, which can give you a lot of stuff. You have your watch list, your overviews, and your trading. Mostly, I spend most of my time on the positions because everything else I'm really doing like on my computer, right? But I can trade from my phone if I really wanted to. I don't because usually I want to have all the information I need, which means like a lot of charting. You can chart off of here, but like any phone, like any app, it's just hard to chart off of it. Like it's just not nice to chart off of a phone. But yeah, so I highly recommend TD Ameritrade, and they're not paying me. I have no affiliate code for them at all. I really just like TD Ameritrade personally. It's what I learned on. I started off on Robinhood. Then I went over to Webull. Then I moved over to TD Ameritrade, and I've been stuck with TD Ameritrade ever since. And I'm talking about like the past 5-6 years. TD Ameritrade has been wonderful, and they rarely have problems. And if they ever do have a problem, their support team is amazing. The support team speaks 100% English, which drives me nuts because it's hard to talk about financial topics with somebody that doesn't speak English. It just my brain gets mad. I have a short temper when it comes to these things, and I just hang up so I don't have to scream and yell and break my phone. Okay, so what do you call it? I highly recommend TD Ameritrade for sure. There we go here. See, and thank you again, Kareem the Dream and Brandon. I do appreciate the super chats a lot, and Secret Fish as well. I feel like Secret Fish is off doing some fun stuff. He's celebrating some good earnings. Hey Steve, do you ever buy MU calls? I haven't bought them in a while since I think last March, April time. During the COVID drop and pump up afterwards. I haven't bought them in a while, but I do buy them. So the answer is yes, just not recently. Let's see. Any words on Elon? Talking about Elon Musk? Nothing really to talk about him except for I don't think he's going to sell his shares tomorrow. I think some people would predict. Let's see. Hey Anthony, CEI? I think people have been talking about CEI for the last month on this channel. Camber Energy. Right? It had this pump. It's going to maybe have a little bit of a pump, maybe back up here to 250 or whatnot. But I would say be careful because right now this is on the radar. And usually after these big pumps happen, there might be this semi-pump up here or something like that. But nothing that goes just as high as it did before. So don't fall into the trap hoping that it's going to go back up to $4.92. If this does pump up here, which looks plausible, what I would say is start taking your profits around $1.75, then every maybe 10 to 15 cents, you can start scaling out more and more and more if you wanted to. My dog's starting to get... Oh, he's mad he's being there. Oh, well, he wasn't behaving. If we can't behave, let's see. Hey, Ethan, Iron, Ethereum, and Doge, any recommendations for me what I should hold? One thing I've been buying right now is a little bit of ADA. I don't really tell you guys what to buy on this channel, but if you want something like this, kind of generic that I think is due for a pop here pretty soon, is ADA. That would be pretty good. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, just waiting for my Robinhood wallet to get out. I'm really interested to see what happens when Robinhood gets wallets, because once they have the wallet, then everybody's going to be able to send their crypto to other places. And I think that's going to be great for other places, not so good for Robinhood. So I'm wondering what's going to happen there. But I know they need money desperately. Robinhood stock has been sinking because they've been having a hard time generating cash flow, because most of the time when they get their money, it's off those big things for the year, like the GameStop fiasco, the pump, whatever, that made them a lot of money. Dogecoin made them a lot of money, but they haven't had one of those big moves in a while here, so they're kind of just waiting to see what happens. And who knows if options order flow will be available much longer. Congress is talking about getting rid of it, or Citadel purchasing the order flow from Robinhood. They might stop that process because of grassroots political pressure. Just gets people don't like that. So again, we'll have to see how all this develops. But I think Robinhood making wallets will overall be a good thing for the crypto community. Maybe not for Robinhood, but the crypto community. Hey, Chino, Doge, Elon. If you want to hop into those meme coins, you can. Just realize it's like pulling the slot machine. Just don't put more than a couple $100 into it. Maybe more than $100, and that's what I'd say. But just be very careful about how you approach those. Let's see. Hey, no, just need CEI to hit $2.25. You're not the only one, man. There was a lot of bag holders from CEI. Don't worry about it. We all have to learn from it sometime. I remember my first penny stock trade that I made a bunch of money on was called Top Shipping. It was a shipping play. I made a bunch of money off like tens of thousands of dollars, and then I proceeded to just spend it on a college education. I spent some of my tuition for college. But man, oh man, it was a crazy time. I know the urge to want to get into penny stocks. It's just the chances of you making a lot of money on them are just so hard. Like when there's so many easier plays out there. But the easier plays, it takes a lot more knowledge to actually know how to buy them and when to buy them and stuff like that. Hey Angel, Robinhood will attract customers with no fees and hopefully you can earn. I'm waiting to see how these if they really are going to have no fees when it comes to wallets and whatnot, because crypto is extremely expensive to kind of maintain if people are sending money out between the wallets a lot. I'm waiting to see if it's truly going to be 100% free is when it goes to crypto. Again, we'll wait and see. But I mean, they charge for level 2 data, for heaven's sakes. Level 2 data on most exchanges is free. So, they are looking for cash flow, and I think that's going to be an easy way for them to get some cash flow. Oh, okay, we can see. Okay, so if I have some, okay. If I held above, that's why I asked. I have 72, 74 calls expiring in the next 2 weeks. I also got Pins calls after good earnings. Pins calls have been pretty interesting. But as far as MU, we'll look at it tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it should be okay. Hey, Brandon, Vlad is a snake. Yeah, he's a snake, but he's a snake that came up with a good idea, and, he's profitable because of it. So, once you get up to that level, he was just freaked out. He had a mental breakdown, it looks like. It looks like, because he flat out lied, and he got in some trouble for it. But, we'll see what happens to Robinhood and whatnot. You have January 2021 calls on CEI. January 2021 calls. Those would have already been expired, but maybe 2022 calls. Those would be okay to hold if you're expecting some type of big pump off for sure. Let's see. When do I expect Bitcoin to pop off? Ooh, I mean, right now it's going to keep for the next couple hours. It's probably going to stay somewhere. It's going to probably come down a little bit here, unless it gets another jolt of volume. See the volume's kind of dipping down here. All right. I would assume sometime the next day we're gonna start curling back down, and then trying to do a little bit of a tap to see what happens. I don't think we're just gonna necessarily go straight up like this. If we do, it'll be great, be crazy. But normally whales don't really just try to chug straight up like that. Normally they like to try to make a big move off the breakout, curl back down to let everybody rest and new people buy in and gear up for another run. Then on that next run, then we attempt it. And if we break out, awesome. If we don't, we wait for it to come back down and get smacked down, and then we go off again. Remember, we over the last few months, we've looked at Bitcoin at certain times, and this time over here, and this time it was crazy because every single time we tried to break out, it just kept getting smacked down, smacked down, smacked down. So, Bitcoin's a waiting game right now. Overall, I'm still bullish on it. That's why when we ended up having this little bit of a dip over the last few days, I think it was oh, this is the 4 hour. Yeah, this dip right here, I was telling you guys, I said don't worry unless it breaks down below this 57,809 level. That's when stuff would have started to get a little bit worrisome for me. But until we break down below that, I'm still happy with where Bitcoin's going. And if you guys wanted to use this isn't too crazy of a level. Like, this is just showing this overall uptrend that we're looking at right now. We're still well above this uptrend, and we're still looking good. So I'm still happy with where Bitcoin is at the moment. And you could actually even adjust this to right here. No, what am I looking at? No, it did break down from there. So yeah, that's why I don't use these bottom ones as much. There we go. There we go. Hey Brandon, Robinhood is easy to use, but it was attractive 3 years ago as a noob. Oh, I 100% agree. Bitcoin, or not, Robinhood is very, very attractive if you're a new investor, because they make it so easy. They make it really easy. It's just my qualm with Robinhood is they just don't provide you with the tools you need to succeed. They kind of just give you the ability to trade, and that's kind of it. I mean, I don't really like how they charge you for level 2 data. If you guys I just showed you a few minutes ago a picture of TD Ameritrade, right? It's a very overwhelming experience. It's very hard to understand. But if you just spent the weekend on YouTube looking up TD Ameritrade tutorials, think or swim, and then learning how to use it, you wouldn't have to pay the $5 or whatever the Robinhood Gold fee is for level 2 data. You'd be able to watch TV at the same time as you're trading. You'd be able to get full-on education center. You'd be able to look at all the options prices perfectly fine. You wouldn't have to be approved to trade options. What type of nonsense is that? What else? I mean, they're just, you get live option order flow, like order flow data. You just get so much more information, and it's just so much more reliable than what Robinhood has. And that people don't think about that when they're first trading, and I don't think they really should too much. But after you've been trading for at least a couple of months, it's time to move on from Robinhood. Robinhood for me is where you just kind of practice buying and selling. Ooh, what is a limit order? Hey, what is this? Okay, so I made my first trade. I feel comfortable with it, right? If you want to hold maybe a longer term portfolio or something like that, maybe Robinhood, that can be kind of fun. But when you're talking about starting to put large amounts of money in there, or you're thinking of making more professional style plays, and you're starting to stay organized and keeping track of every single trade you guys make, well, that's when I think it's time to move on from Robinhood and start moving on towards a TD Ameritrade, a Schwab, a Fidelity, whatever. But it's time to move on to something a little bit more superior and cheaper. I want to say that cheaper. See, as far as Amplican's concerned, I'm holding a little bit of it, but I haven't seen anything crazy from it the last few days. Let's see. Although, yeah, I will say that other companies didn't have to follow Robinhood because TD Ameritrade used to cost commissions. Now they don't because of Robinhood. So I do appreciate Robinhood for doing that as well. That was something great that Robinhood did. Hey Steve, Robinhood needs a wallet because all whales buy, then transfer to their own wallet and transfer back to the exchange to sell. Also, it costs to transfer on most blockchains, so it won't be free. It cost me $25 to transfer Ethereum right now. Yeah, it can definitely be a little pricey. Hopefully, if Robinhood does make it for free, that'll be absolutely crazy. You're going to see a lot of money being pumped in through Robinhood left and right, just because nobody wants to pay those crazy fees that we all hate paying when it comes to trading and whatnot. But basically, at the end of the spiel, if you guys want to learn how to trade options or stocks more efficiently and just overall in a better manner, I would say look at TD Ameritrade. If you guys want to buy crypto on more professional exchanges instead of like a Webull or a Robinhood, I have a few links down below if you want to try them out. They also provide leverage trading. Be careful with leverage trading if you guys haven't done it before. It can be very risky. It is risky. So just be careful with it. I can trade with leverage. I know a lot of you guys trade with leverage, but not if you're new to crypto, don't trade with leverage. That's what I'm telling you, right? Hey, Brennan, I was so tempted to get out, but I thought about taxes. Thanks, Mike. Oh yeah, no worries. Those wallets will help you out a lot. Hey Neil, I sold out of my 28.68 cents. Do you think it will come back to around 25.5? That's what I put in my limit order. I think it will. So far, it was what we're looking at for Dogecoin. It's still grinding back down now. Had a nice little pop back up here to 27 cents, almost to 28 cents. Grinding back down, and normally comes back down. Now on the 3 hour, it's bounced off this. Let me see what the 4 hour. Right now, the 4 hour seems to be the bottom right here. So I think it can definitely do that. The one thing you just got to be aware of is Bitcoin is on the grind right now. Like Bitcoin is nice and booming. So, don't be afraid to buy in a little bit lower if you want, a little bit higher if you want to. Just make sure you're kind of observing what happens. And if Dogecoin does pop, Remember, don't chase, because normally even if Dogecoin pops up to 28 cents, 29, it eventually comes back down a little bit. So just be aware of that. Don't feel like you have to chase in order to make money off of it. Whenever Dogecoin comes back down after a pop, feel free to invest in it a little bit more. Again, I'm looking to buy some more Dogecoin here on this breakout for a little bit of a day trade, or maybe a 4 or 5 day swing trade. But that's what I'm looking for. But until then, I might take a position over here in the next few days on Dogecoin just for another potential breakout pop. So, but we'll have to see what exactly price that turns out to be. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Brett. Do you know anything about Metaverse? Don't have a full understanding of what they do and their function. Not yet. I'm learning about them more this month, but it's going to be basically like a whole new world for crypto. So where like you can use crypto as like spending tools. So I'm going to be looking to see how that works out. They have been getting the coins that are involved in the Metaverse are getting a lot of attention, like Sand. I think Steve referenced that a little bit ago. So that's one of the reasons you would want to look into them. If you find something in the Metaverse and it has a low market cap, it wouldn't hurt to toss $50 at it at this point, in my opinion. Not actual trading advice, but just something that I'm thinking of doing myself. So, you know, that's what I'm hoping for at the moment. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. All right, everybody. It's 7 o'clock my time. I think I'm gonna head back off and play with my dog, because I think he's getting really restless down there in his kennel, and you can hear him whining right now. I feel bad. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. to talk about options, and then tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Pacific time to talk about crypto and all the other fun stuff we've been talking about over the last few days. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is my day off, so that's why I'm kind of cutting the stream off a little bit early, like an hour and 15 minutes is good enough for now. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Oh wait, Probin just entered, and he's a member. So hold on a second here. I'll look at HBAR very fast. Then I'm gonna head off. All right, let me go back over here. There we go. As far as HBAR, it's okay. It's kind of following my little squiggly line here. A little bit late though. I was hoping it would kind of go like that, and you saw it tried to, but it came back down. So I would say this is fine for the moment. It did break out here again. I would wait for it to try to confirm this breakout before buying more in here. Otherwise, I wouldn't buy until it confirms this breakout above this 42.85 level. If it's able to confirm that breakout, then you're looking at a pretty decent buying opportunity. Let's see. I really hope this squiggle line holds up, even though I probably won't. But yeah, so right now I still think it's bullish. If you wanted to scale out some right now, you definitely could. But the way Bitcoin's been moving and everything else, I think this is still a good play for the moment. So that's why I'd say Probin. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your night. Thanks for the push, Brandon, everybody, Chef, Tony, Neil, Brett. Let me see who else is there. Secret Fish again, Brandon again, and Kareem the Dream. Guys, I appreciate it a lot. Ghost Rider, A. Heaton, Wojak. You guys all have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. 10 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, everybody. See you tomorrow, and we will talk about options in the morning. Options and options worth buying, and any options ideas you guys have, we'll be looking at those as well. Thanks again.